Good evening, Mayor and Council. My name is Emilio Ramirez. I am Director of Housing for the City of Oxnard. Pleased to be in front of you to present the financial closing packages for the Central Terrace Apartments. Good evening, Mayor and Council. My name is Emilio Ramirez. I am Director of Housing for the City of Oxnard. I'm pleased before you to present the financial packages for the Central Terrace Apartments and their development. That project is proposed to be developed by Many Mansions, who we know is a local affordable housing developer, has been a partner of the city and built projects in the city faithfully for a long time. The project location is north of 6th Street, east of Meta Street, and is the first phase of potentially two phases. The first one called Central Terrace Apartments, and you can see the location site there. Those apartment complex is a new development, and it includes a variety of community benefit projects per the financing package, as well as some permanent supportive housing on the site. The contribution from the city is a $1.25 million in-lieu fund loan payable at 3% interest and a residual receipt basis. That has a 55-year term. The project has been fully entitled and has received all financing sources and is expected to start construction in June. You can see that the part of the financing package includes a grant from the Affordable Housing and Sustainable Communities program and will allow for improvements in public rights-of-way for the 4th Street Mobility Improvement Project, as well as downtown Oxnard transit amenities, bus shelters, benches, traffic signal modifications, a lot of things that would otherwise be paid for by the city, in this case being paid for by this grant source. Those improvement projects are located, as you see on screen. That funding source has the stated intent to providing for affordable housing in areas that are close to transit, such that it reduces greenhouse gas emissions by reducing the amount of time that person has to spend in their car. The budget sources for the project include an allocation, as I mentioned, from the city in lieu funds, a private loan from Banner Bank, contribution from the County of Ventura, that loan from the Affordable Housing and Sustainable Community, a loan from the Federal Home Loan Bank on the Affordable Housing Program, as well as a low-income housing tax credit allocation. Total development budget of approximately $45 million. So the parties are asking that, in this case, an assignment and assumption agreement be included, and the parties in this case include the City of Oxnard, Many Mansions, Central Terrace. The city will consent to Many Mansions assigning its interest to that special purpose development firm that was created for this purpose, in this case, Central Terrace LP. Will also give Many Mansions consent to encumber the project for the additional funding sources, including Banner Bank and deeds of trust and et cetera, that are required by the various funding sources. As you know, the project is a mixed-use development that includes 86 affordable housing units and a ground floor space that includes common office, restrooms. As I mentioned, 35 of those units are going to be set aside for permanent supportive housing, and the balance are affordable to 50 and 60%, but does include a manager's unit. So our recommendation is to adopt the resolution authorizing the city manager to execute and take all needed actions in order to enter into the assignment agreement, loan right or subordination agreement, and the authorize the city manager to execute those such agreements, and authorize the city manager to execute subordination agreements with Banner Bank, and authorize the city manager to execute the First Amendment to the Affordable Housing and Sustainable Communities Implementation Agreement that allows for all these agreements and projects to be underway. Thank you. I'm happy to answer any questions that you may have.